How are you doing, team? Nokia Power is here, and we welcome you all to a very interesting video. In fact, this video is a much demanded video. Recently, HMD announced Android Pie rollout for Nokia 3, and since the time the official announcement was made, we have been bombarded with requests of demoing the Android Pie on Nokia 3. So here we are. We have Nokia 3 with Android Pie installed on it. So as you can see here, the device has Android Pie installed with the latest May security update. So in this video, not only we'll take you through the basic performance aspects of Android Pie on Nokia 3, we'll try to demo how Nokia 3 behaves in for the basic navigation, basic tasks for after like installing Android Pie. We will also show and demo the features and changes, the major ones that Android Pie brings to Nokia 3. So first, the basic navigation part. So usually if you have already installed Android Pie on your Nokia 3, you will find that it is if you compare to how it used to behave on Oreo, so it looks that with Pi there is a bit of gain in terms of performance and smoothness. So while Nokia 3 was obviously quite good, it used to run smoothly, but now with Pi also it seems like running quite well. So the basic navigation part is quite good actually. You would not feel disappointed after installing it. So doing the basic things like launching the Play Store, launching the camera. So these things actually work very fine. Like the launching of camera or launching of store, you may have seen that they were really fast and smoothly. So it looks to be working fine if you ask me. Okay, so if you talk about the basic navigation part, basic daily routine, daily tasks, it looks fine. You know, the device runs fine with Android Pie. I have not encountered any stability issues, etc. So I would like to mention that as well. Now coming to what changes you will actually see. So basically, if you have installed Android Pie, then you would not see lots of changes when you have when you will first restart and when you will first boot to Android Pie. The thing is that this is like Nokia 3 has got hardware buttons, so things like gesture navigation they are not supported. So to be very frank, gesture navigation is not supported on the device, so you would not really see lots of UI changes or lots of changes when you first boot to Android Pie. But if you go to multitasking, that's where you will start seeing the changes. So multitasking UI is totally revamped, as you can see. You used to see a deck of cards, but now this multitasking UI or multitasking cards are more like what you will see on other OSs like iOS or Windows Phone. So this kind of card interface is there. So now if you swipe up, then you will remove a card, which is here. So if you want to know how to do a split screen, it's easy. Just tap on top of it and do split screen, and you will then enter the split screen multitasking. So like this is how to enter the split screen multitasking on Android Pie. So when you enter the multitasking, basically then you understand what like changes have been brought by Android Pie. So multitasking is totally changed. The navigation is totally changed. Now coming to other changes, visual changes that you will see if you now use the volume rocker. So when you use the volume rocker, now you will see only one volume bar coming here. So now if you tap on the settings, you will enter the volume settings where you can go and adjust do other settings. So this is what had changed as well, obviously, and this is obviously a visual change. So now coming to one more change that we would like to show you quickly. This is the power button. So if you tap and hold the power button, you will see that options have changed. The power menu had changed. It has a new screenshot option here. So tapping on that screenshot option will allow you to take a screenshot. Now you will notice more changes. So screenshots once captured can be edited. So here I can go to the edit, and then I can actually do different kind of changes. Like I can make various light, color, pop, etc. kind of changes. I can rotate. So I can do various things before I can share the screenshot. So these are the I mean kind of like options that are available with Android Pie. Now going to many more, like more changes or more visible changes. If you now go to the notification center here, you will notice lots of paint job. All the icons now have a different look. So you can notice how all the new icons or new look icons are here for everything, for all the quick actions. So as I said, lots of paint job in the action center, notification center here. Now you notice a different looking kind of brightness bar. So this is part of adaptive brightness. So obviously, I mean, using the machine intelligence, the device or like devices running Android Pie, they try to adapt to the brightness, which is like surrounding brightness. And this is the bar which actually allows you to adjust it manually. So what happens that when it is shipped, the Android Pie is shipped, then this adaptive brightness comes in a default stage. So it tries to adjust according to the surroundings brightness, but you can also adjust and you can set the brightness according to your need. So this actually the adaptive brightness starts remembering what you have set, and accordingly it will set the brightness. So it will use its intelligence to adapt to the surroundings, but it will also remember your choice. So that's how it works. Now one more thing that I wanted to show it to you is that uh, if you go to display, so in display you see one more option, which is device theme. So you have option of a setting. So this based on wallpaper, so the device settings change according to the wallpaper. If wallpaper is dark, many things like power menu, the notification center, etc. will become dark or light. But here you have not only have the option of automatic, but you also have option of dark or light. So let's see if I put it as light. If I go back, you can see the notification center has turned light. Now if I go back, I can again set it as dark and it will become dark. So you can see the notification center has turned dark. So now this is one setting that has also been introduced. So obviously it's a visible change which I wanted to show it to you. Now coming to the important and usability enhancements that I was talking about. You just saw one of them, which is adaptive brightness. As I said, adaptive brightness has like uses machine intelligence to adapt to the surrounding brightness, but you can also set using the brightness bar here, and this will start kind of remembering what setting you want. Apart from this, one very important thing is the battery, adaptive battery. So adaptive battery is again, it uses the machine intelligence to kind of like extend the battery life. It will limit the apps which are not used very frequently. It will also learn the behavior of your phone and different apps, so that your battery life increases. So initially when you have installed Android Pie, you will notice that maybe like for 1 day or 2 day, your battery life may deteriorate. But after once it has learned, the adaptive battery kicks in and it learns the behavior of the device and apps, it starts giving you much better battery life. So that's what we have seen. And one more feature, or like a small setting that many wanted, is the battery percentage showing a status bar. So the same one new option is here in the battery settings. So you can use this to get battery percentage, the status bar. Now coming to one very important feature, which is called digital well-being. So this feature was not actually present on the I mean kind of like Android devices which are not Android one. So it was only present on Android one devices running Pi initially, but now the good news is that it has come to all the devices. Like, and it is on Nokia 5, and I can see it Nokia 3, which is very very good. So Nokia 3 got with digital well-being. So what this feature is actually, this feature kind of is a combination of everything, like do not disturb, manage notification, dashboard, wind down. So this actually allows you to steal some time out of your daily schedule. It tells you which app has used what kind of time, or what app has consumed time of yours. And then you can actually be provided with do not disturb feature and wind down feature, kind of features which can allow you to steal time. You can set time when you don't want to get disturbed. So this is where you see how much time, like settings has taken 9 minutes, Chrome 2 minutes. So all the apps, how much time they have consumed is kind of like shown by this digital well-being. And then you see the ways to disconnect. So how will you do the wind down? How will you set a bedtime schedule when you don't want to get disturbed? Similarly, you see the manage notification. So you can actually understand and control the notifications. So what notification you want to be shown. So you see all the apps here. So you can choose which notification you want to receive in a time period. Then you have do not disturb, which is much enhanced. So this do not disturb has many more enhanced settings like behavior, exceptions, schedule. You can actually use this to control how many notification you want, how much you want to get disturbed, how much time you want to steal from the whole of your schedule. And I mean, it just helps in getting like some peaceful time out of your daily schedule when even using the smartphone. So digital well-being is like a philosophy linked to settings, and which can be really useful for your daily life, for managing your daily life with a bit less stress. As again, so these are all the important features and changes that Android Pie brings to your device. And using them, actually you can really not only enhance the usability of your device, because Android Pie is I mean, related very deeply or linked very deeply to the usability. And then we saw that there are many new visible changes that are also very very helpful. So with that, we come to end of this video, where we try to show how Nokia 3 running Android Pie copes with daily tasks, how we deal with the daily task and daily navigation needs. And we also demoed the major changes and features that Android Pie brings to Nokia 3. So hope you have liked the video. Hope you have liked what we demoed and what we were able to kind of show. So with that, we come to end of this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.